Good morning, guys. October the 21st here in Central Illinois. I just thought I'd show you quickly how things are proceeding with the second beer car. Uh, like I told you the last time, the paint that I sprayed on it was anything but satin. Well, a new can of paint produced the desired effect. So we've got the main body done, and we taped off, masked off the doors, and shot them. But the truss rods and the foot rails and the handbrakes and the other smaller things, I have to paint by hand. Now, the only problem that I'm having with this particular color, the red, is I can't seem to find it in just a can. Rust-Oleum sells spray cans, and then they sell what, maybe 8 or 10 ounce cans of the same color that you can use with a brush. Well, I found the satin black. That was easy to find. I cannot find the satin apple red. So what I've got to do is I take the spray can, I take one of the tops, and I spray a pool of paint into that, and then I apply it with the brush. The problem of it is it's very thin, so it takes multiple washes to get that on there so that it hides the black underneath of it, and it looks decent. But it's coming along. I've just about got a few of these done. I also paint the back sides. Now, I use real equipment, authentic Ives or other stuff, to see exactly how they did it back in the day. Some painted the back sides of this stuff, others didn't. I always kind of look at it this way. If it runs over to the back side, it doesn't take that much to touch it up and make it look less sloppy, because that's what it looks like. It looks sloppy. This is what I'm planning to use for the label. I had thought about the Cam's Ale, but Yuengling is what I wanted to go with. I'm going with the Bock beer, and these are the oil, the ink that I'm going to use. One is a bright yellow, the other is a more subdued red, so I don't know how that will fit or how that will show on the black background. This is what it looks like when you put it on just plain steel, but since it's already a dark red, if it was a bright red, if it was the candy apple red or whatever color they call this, it would stick out more. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'll practice with both, but I think the yellow is what I'm going to use, because the background of the label on Yuenglings is yellow. So, and that's what I'm planning to put across here at the top. It would be Yuenglings. I also had made a Bock beer head, goat head, just the goat head. So what it will probably be, or what I'm looking at it for being, is Yuengling across the top, the Bock goat head in the center, and then below that, since 1829. And then I'll put safety first, air brakes, the other stuff that you put on there. But it's coming along. It's coming along real well. I like the way it's turned out so far. I was supposed to have gotten my rubber stamps yesterday. Hopefully they will be here today. And like I say, I'll use this to practice with. And this has cured, so I can practice, and I can take the mineral spirits, and I can wipe it off and buff it out and try it again. So this satin paint is really tough as compared to the semi-gloss and the gloss paint I'm using. Either that, or because it's already satin, you don't notice the breakdown when you wipe it down. I've erased rubber stamping off of cars that were done in gloss and semi-gloss, and I've done it a number of times with no ill effects. But the paint does get soft after a while, especially if it's only within a few weeks old. So that's where we're at with this right now. Like I say, I got to get back out there. I got to squirt me out some more paint and touch these places up. Yesterday, Yesterday I did the ladder. It has to be, I got to do some more on it. It's just a little bit, as you can see, it's not as bright as what the coupler guard is. That's the problem when you're using this spray paint. Like I say, it's like water. So I will give a second coat on that, and it will probably look pretty doggone good. Something else that I do, well, I also compare these. I like to see how these guys, just how exact they got their ladders. They're good, but we're not talking MTH. You can see that it's all handwork. So that's what I try to. That's what I try to go by. I try to go by what they did with it back in the day. So I'm running a little bit of freight here today. Running a double header in 10s, and we got a long line of freight cars. Long line of freight cars. A little over 17 feet, but I mean, 210s is no different than running a 1408 or a 402. I mean, or a 408. Yeah, both of them. Yeah, when you're old, you forget all this stuff. So let's see what we can do without tearing up something, and then call it a day. Hard to start something big on a curve, I can tell you that, especially this long. That's a lot of train. Guys, that's it for today. I think I'm getting real close with the beer car. I'm hoping to have it done in the next 2 weeks at least. I'm not killing myself on it. I got other things that I'm doing, and I'm wanting to make sure that anytime I goof around with that the paint has been hardened up. It doesn't take a whole lot to put a nick or a fingerprint in it if you get too aggressive with the stuff. So that's where we're at. You guys have a good rest of the week, and any of you guys that are going out there to York, I know people are already out there. It's the meet will be this weekend. Have a great time and be safe. We'll talk with you later. Toodaloo.